shit, and I'm gonna hope this bitch is London. I'm going straight to the UK, I'm going straight to London. I'm going straight to the UK, I'm going straight to London. I'm going straight to the UK, I'm going straight to London. I'm way up out there, your budget, I'm not what the fuck shit, I'm not about the function. I'm going straight to the UK, I'm going straight to London. I'm going straight to the UK, I'm going straight to London. You know I be slanging onions, chillin' with your girl, I've been baking muffins. The Jews and the bases is nothing, they came to a rough shit, straight up disgusted. The rain I be coming, the hatred is nothing, I stay and remain up above it. Yeah, ring around the rosy, yeah. Why you ain't approach me, yeah? You was looking lonely, yeah, yeah. Alright. Why you acting phony, yeah? Feelings you ain't show me, yeah. You didn't got too nosy, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you didn't get too nice in somebody else, yeah. But you just got caught in somebody else, bed. Why you following with somebody else, man? Yeah. Now you got a lot of somebody instead. Everybody mind is probably just dead. The reason maybe stealing somebody else, man. Yeah. Everything fine that I'm spitting. I try to get straight out of the dungeon. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. I can't get jiggy with the shit. Yeah, but I hope this bitch is London. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. I'm way up out there, your budget. I'm not what the fuck shit. I'm not about the function. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. Yeah. But I'm not a passport bro, party boss bitch. I'm a walking passport hoe. Join the Air Force, not the task force hoe. But I put the shit in the air for they got a bad torso. This work I've had morals. The evil start pouring in, now your heart torquing. And now you don't trust them, I come in and return of the night, but you're not Mark Morrison. I'm giving you the benefit of doubt, kicking out the bitches in your house. Typically dripping in and out, no matter they don't listen, you don't really need to hit them in the mouth. They can use the clown. Yeah, you should be in the box today. A lot of women who done got the beats by Dr. Dre. A lot of things that got me at my proper state. All I see is red flags, but I'm not from Spain. It's nobody better than talk more shit than David Letterman. Everyone desperate, let me get this clear. In this hemisphere that we call Western, genders are separate. And they go to war way more than lieutenants and veterans. Everyone did his shit in a mad brain. America, I gotta stand straight. Yeah, everything fine that I'm spitting. I try to get straight out the dungeon. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. I can't get jiggy with the shit. Yeah, I'm gonna hope this bitch is London. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. I'm way up out there, your budget. I'm not what the fuck shit. I'm not about the function. I'm going straight to the UK. I'm going straight to London. To the UK, I'm going straight to London. You know what I'm saying? Now look, check it out. We got the motherfucker. Shit. Grandma in the building. Grandma in the building. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Shout out to everybody and shit. Yeah, so look, the sun is in Virgo. So for the most part, with the sun being in Virgo and Lilith being in Virgo and this motherfucking shit, everybody is on some energy where they want to go through a spiritual transition. Everybody's going through a spiritual uplifting, or everybody's taking some action towards spiritual growth in some way, shape, or form. That means getting comfortability with something uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Building yourself up, do something that, you know, you can gain comfortability and familiar, especially if you're already familiar with it and things of that nature. You know, you get in there, you already vibe like it's second nature, but this is the energies that people want to be in when it comes to their productivity, or when it comes to the things that they're working on, when it comes to their health, their routines, their patterns, things that they do on a day-to-day basis and stuff like that, and pretty much keep yourself straight, you know. So this is the energies that we are in. And then I'm just gonna break it down for all signs too, and everybody in the goddamn world and shit when we start to talk about the Virgo energies and Lilith and the sun. And just extreme Mercury energy everybody is experiencing also. It's a whole lot of mind chatter, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot of things might be going on in your head, and that goes for everybody. It's a lot of things going on in a lot of people's head, you know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that we don't get lost in our heads and understand real life to a certain degree, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's even me, like, even though I got demons following me around and stuff like that also, but
That ain't about nothing. Damn crackheads. I say people getting cracked from my dude and shit like that. And then uh that's peon shit anyway. I'm saying, cause my fucking family will destroy some of these people. My damn fam and my brother stay right on the next street as these people. These people would get fucking destroyed. I don't know what people be thinking. People be arguing with themselves. Like literally, I think people really be arguing with themselves or something like that. Like, but yeah, that's peon shit. I'm not even thinking about that shit. That's Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on my shit. Yeah, you do not want them problems. You do not want these problems. My fucking family will destroy you. You do not want these damn problems. Fucking crackhead. Fucking crackhead. There's a small little fucking crackheads following me for a long time and shit. Be getting crack from my dude and shit. Him and his father and shit be smoking crack and shit. Like, he's smoking a little crack and shit like that. Well, my fucking cousin, my fucking my cousin East there on the next damn street. I will fucking destroy you. Lord Jesus Christ, don't, the peons, go about y'all business. Y'all do not want these problems. Go about your damn business. That's like small shit. Damn crackheads. Lord Jesus Christ. I should have left my shit open, my comments open, but I'm just trying to keep it peaceful right now because it's just so much peonness in my life. I do not deal with human, like, whoa. Like, I hope people don't seriously think, I don't know what people be thinking. People lost in their own head. You know what I'm saying? I got family all over the place. Fucking family would fucking destroy you and anybody you even got before I even got to do anything. What the fuck? Yeah, you don't do no shit like that. You don't do no shit like that. Nigga, this is respected people here. This motherfucker, shit. People that lost their mind arguing with themselves. Fucking family will destroy you. Matter of fact. But yeah. Getting into the astrology and shit. So yeah, we got the moon and Gemini and shit. So with the moon and Gemini, like I said, it's gonna be a whole lot of Mercury energy going on and a whole bunch of energy where it got everybody in their mind chatter. And the first thing you want to gain emotional comfortability with is the mind chatter. Now you might be indecisive about something. You might be at John Eagle or something like that. Like, man, I probably should have went to Walmart. You know, because that was my fault. You know what I'm saying? My stupid ass fucking around going to Sparkles and shit. Only Sparkles cereal about $10 motherfucking dollars and shit. I'll be keeping 100. Only motherfucking Sparkles cereal. We go anywhere else. Walmart, John Eagle, Family Dollar or some shit like that. You know, motherfucking shit. $5 still. So I kind of got rocked to sleep. I thought I was being an uppity motherfucker. No, I'm saying, you got to be an uppity motherfucker to try to go somewhere. A lot of y'all don't got Sparkles or something like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all like got the Mayors, got Kroger's, and a whole lot of other shit. But Sparkles, something wrong with them, something in their mind. They still in capitalism, real deep. Sparkle everything extra $5 on there. That's Sparkles tax. Sparkles tax. They throw extra $5 on there. So I don't even know if that even. I might gotta take that down offline because I was going in on the government like, man, what box is a cereal, man? I went around, oh, this is Sparkle shit. This some Sparkle shit. This ain't everywhere. That Sparkle has sparkly dollar signs in their eyes and shit. That's what that was. I'm like, I did a whole live stream about that shit. I owe Sparkles an apology. I owe motherfucking Sparkles a motherfucking apology. Lord Jesus Christ. That Sparkle's doing some government shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got to think more clearly next time and shit like that before I start opening my mouth and shit like that. Because I'm thinking like it's the whole government. Kamala Harris up there talking real good. You know what I'm saying? Trump up there talking real good. I think he got something to do with all them. No, Sparkle somewhere having some inside conversation like, hey, when people come here, we value our boxes of cereal and stuff like that. It'll be ours fresher or something like that. It's adding in $5.19, right? Yeah, so you gotta start thinking every story ain't right. It'd be people like in their own shit. You can't be tying everything to the government. That's one thing I'm learning. You can't tie everything to the government. Some shit is own business type shit. Own property business type shit. Yeah, so y'all watch out if y'all got a Sparkles or something like that, but skip that bitch. No, I said skip Sparkles, go somewhere else and shit. Don't go to Sparkles, man. Just go somewhere else. Like, y'all said, mind your business somewhere else. Like, go Dollar General. You know, sometimes Family Dollar, Dollar General, the reason why it be so cheap, because it be old. The shit be old. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed too. Like candy bars be old. I said, goddamn it, the potato chips be old. Them cereal boxes, you know what I'm saying? Kill off, man, and shit like that. It be old. So a lot of times you can't really be, just because it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? That's a such thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't be buying your kids no Everlasters and shit like that, because that's a thing. Trust me, I was raised up under Everlasters, so I had to get my own money. I had to get it, right? But this one thing, if you like a young parent or something, you may not understand. It may not be the cheapness, it's the quality though. You know what I'm saying? You'll fuck around by some Everlasters or some shit like that, and it probably lasts 2 weeks, already flapping, already got a hole. So you really is going to start buying. I mean, you really is going to still spend the amount of money that you have if you just go ahead and buy them some Jordans. Just go ahead and buy some Nikes. I know you probably got this retarded stuff in your brain, like, oh no, conscious this, conscious that. No, I'm telling you, it ain't got nothing to do with the names. It got something to do with the quality too. I noticed as a kid. You know what I'm saying? You could run through a whole bunch of Everlasters, end up so the shoes you need to still go to school still be the same amount as you would just went on ahead and got them just one pair of Jordans. We'll get one pair of good Nikes. You know what I'm saying? The shit lasts all motherfucking years, shit like that. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Air Force Ones and shit like that. I went to school. I went to high school. You know what I'm saying? I went to Woodrow Wilson. I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I went to Rand. I know what I'm talking about. Real shit. At that time, I already had my own money and shit though. But like elementary and stuff, I seen. So I always put in my mind, anything that come after me can't be experiencing that. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be experiencing that type of shit. It's about the material, the rubber. So every now and then you could find some good quality rubber and shit. At one time, they had some shit where felines, they wasn't so sparkle money hungry. So when it came to felines, they had like, you could buy like 2 for 89, or it was some shit like that. And it's good material, feline, good material and shit like that. So like people at that time going to junior high and high school, you could have some name brand shoes, good quality, and low key cheap too, reasonable and shit like that. But that's what I'm just explaining, because it's not always really about the what people may think, and you just trying to save money. You might find yourself saving more money down the line if you just go ahead and get the good quality of something. And that goes beyond even tennis shoes. That goes beyond anything, technology and shit like that. A lot of people had Obama phones and shit like that, and they start to realize they can't do everything on them damn Obama phones and shit like that. So especially if you're trying to start a goddamn content creation career or whatever like that, you already lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about you thinking, well, at least I got a phone. Well, you should be saying, at least I'm not trying to be a content creator too then. You know what I'm saying? And I got to worry about anytime I'm walking, just trying to mind my business, every app might not work sufficiently. I can't get on IG the way I need to because it's freezing. Facebook might not work. Forget about going live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. Then you want to upload a video. Shit take 19 hours to upload. That's that Obama phone. You know what I'm saying? I push upload on mine, boom, 5 minutes. You know, so you push yours on yours, you will have to go ahead and recharge your phone whole week before upload. Then after that whole week, it might say processing an error, restart. You gotta be a whole nother week. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really about just material and stuff. It's just about like whatever you're gonna do, make sure you get the good quality of it too, so it can be long lasting. But right now, Virgo, the sun being in Virgo right now, based on conjuncting Lilith, is getting ready to conjunct Lilith. Everybody gonna want to be on some type of spiritual growth. Everybody gonna want to be on some type of spiritual path. And that spiritual growth and path, it may not always be comfortable for everybody. It may be a little uncomfortable for others. Other people may be already on that path, so they're just developing, they're not bringing a lot of baggage, so they're looking at previous circumstances and knowing how to jump into the South Node when it's only necessary. You know what I'm saying? When you go into your North Node type circumstances and shit, sometimes you can go too far in it, and it lead too much into uncomfortability. It lead too much into unfamiliarity. And if you don't have no example there, yet it's a whole situation where you can't even pull what you already familiar with, not on even a small percentage scale, then that's going to lead you into making the wrong mistakes or feeling extremely nervous about whatever that you're conducting yourself in, because it's probably like the first once or handful of times that you probably dealt with it, and you probably didn't know how to sufficiently put it together in your mind. So for the most part, it just be basically like that. But at the same time, trying to outgrow and put yourself in a spiritual path is the energy that everybody's going to be in when it comes to their work, health, routine, scheduling, things they do on a day-to-day basis, how they get they 1-2 together, and also your responsibilities. So Virgo is making us pay attention to all of our responsibilities more than it did to 6 suns ago. Well, 5 suns ago. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll be Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries. You know what I'm saying? But for the most, hold on real quick. So also, so when we start talking about Mars, so like I said, Speedy Gonzalez energy and stuff like that, and it's squaring the North Node, so it's gonna put us in an energy where things that's uncomfortable, you got to have quick thoughts, you got to have quick ways of thinking and stuff like that. You got to be on your toes. It could be something that hits you from the blind side, something from another angle, however the case may be, or it could be a different type of circumstance where you didn't have full information about whatever you're trying to do as far as get a job or relationship or however the case may be, and your way of going about it may have been a little hasty because you ain't had a full context of something, and therefore you end up in a hasty situation or a misunderstanding or some case may be. So for the most part, right now with Mars being there, we have to be careful with that too. Our mind could be Speedy Gonzalez right now, so we got to know how to calm down, mind chatter, make the best decision, and it's based upon your circumstance, or you might just be taking care of your responsibilities and protect the children. Also, when we start to talk about Jupiter too, like I said, it's squaring the North Node also. So this put everybody in a situation where you have to learn how to get comfortable with uncomfortability and learn how to do those things that you may not necessarily be comfortable with because it might be too much work, or you might feel like you got to maintain too much responsibility. But these are how things start to build and become fruitful. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't put yourself in that situation, then things is just going to take its own course. And every time it takes its own course, it's going to play out as situations you can't take control over, situations that's out of your hands, situations you need assistance for, especially when it comes to bills. So this is another time for harvesting, recalibrating, looking at money, looking at things, even if you got a sufficient amount of money. That's not what it's about. It's about looking at it like an object, right? Looking at it like it's something that you have, not something that you can utilize to spend, even though money, that's what it's for. But for the most part, when you put yourself in a healthy spirit, you'll start to look at it like this too. Oh, just as much as that favorite bike I got, or just as much as that favorite teddy bear I got, or however the case may be, this is how I need to look at this amount of money. So look at that context within an amount too, not just the money, because you will go all the way down to a dollar bill and just look at it within that context. Nah, just look at a percentage and look at that as something that you got in other areas and stuff like that. And then therefore this puts you in a healthy situation where you're able to maintain something and you don't go down those lines of thoughts and trains of reasonings that, allow you to not do some shit based upon harvesting season right now. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that from my heart. You said Lilith, Virgo reflect Pisces, 6th mansion. Well, it reflect that in general, but in an individual's house. Oh, you say your 6th house. Okay, I see what you're saying. Hell yeah, it's reflecting my 8th house. So where Virgo at and whatever y'all nodes at, or however the case may be, that's the energies it's reflecting, or that house in general. And the house that's going to be the area of life that tests you. So that I'm glad you brought that up. Damn, we got people listening today. Here's the thing: when we start talking about Lilith, right? The house that it's in, the reflection house. I'm glad that person brought that up. Shout that person out. DLO. That opposite house is where the struggle come from. And if you don't have no planet in that opposite house, it's either going to be other people, places, or things that play out in that energy, or people who got that sign that fall in that house, and they're going to be the anchoring, positive or negative, that show you how to pay attention and start creating your own chakras in that house. Awareness. So you can start to be aware of that house, even though every time you get nervous, because y'all don't know that's where a lot of y'all nervousness comes from too. Let's say you're nervous, right? About something. Let's say you're nervous about first day at school, or you don't got no planets in the 9th house. Let's say you're nervous first day at work. You don't got no planets in the 6th house. Let's say you you got a stellium. It could be because it's two extremes. You think about that too much, stellium. You don't got enough awareness about it, so it's always like a new experience to you. No planets there. So either way, you always need other parties that got an energy there, and based on whatever you participating with, if it's mixed in that energy, to teach you how to be aware of that house. You see what I'm saying? So when you start to talk about Lilith, and then it reflecting the opposite houses and stuff like that, any house that you're in, that the not the North Node, Lilith is in, and things of that nature, the opposite house is going to help you or show you how you kind of handle it. And if it's an uncomfortable situation that you are experiencing in that North Node house, that other reflection house, or the South Node, however the case may be, or right now Virgo and Lilith, right? That energy itself, because it could be all those. All those play out in the same kind of qualities. But specifically, because this person brought up Lilith, I just like to teach everything. But specifically, when this person, when we talk about Lilith, right? That opposite house is going to be like a cloth. You got to look at it like a cloth, and look at the Lilith house like where you're naked. Even if you got planets there, there's energies you put around it because you don't want everybody to see all those energies there. Say if it's the sun, you don't want everybody to know all your actions about shit, everybody in your business. Say it's the moon, you don't want everybody to know how you feel about shit. Say it's goddamn it, Mercury, you really don't want to let everybody know how you truly think about shit. And you real choosy with your words, other than someone who maybe babble. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if it's Mars, right? Or Venus. You might be you don't want to show a person write all the cards out. You don't want to lay all your cards out first when it comes to participating with friendships or family or relationships and things of that nature. Let's say if it's Mars, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you want to know, you don't want to let everybody know your true desire about something. So you may even create alternative motives and things to throw people off, because you might not be willing to feel that vulnerability sting of how a person may take whatever you're passionately invested into. So you gotta be so that's how that energy will play out too, if it's in that house of the Lilith. Now, the house that you got Lilith in, also in Virgo right now, the opposite house is going to be what you need to dive into to wear as a cloth to protect you from what's going on in that Lilith house. And then for the most part, if you can't conduct that right, that means you either don't have no planets there, or you got a stellium there, and you may be already on that path of doing too much. Like you always, since the day you was born, soon something that bother you that deals with that area of life, you start doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're a person that do too much if you got a stellium, and you don't do enough if you don't got no planets there. So you got to have some type of equal balance in some way, shape, or form when it comes to looking at the Lilith, because it's always going to put you in some type of embarrassment energy, some vulnerability energy in some way. So you have your game on that too. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. So get into so all those energies itself and things that put you in a circumstance to know what's going on. And Lilith always brings, look at it like this, it brings embarrassment or vulnerability first. That's what it brings. It's like, look at it like, let's say we all just spirits, right? And we emanate our first emotion about something, and that's the first thing we use to cover up feeling naked, aka anytime we're around someone, we feel exposed. We feel like they know everything that's going on in our mind or something like that, even when they don't. Look at that energy, your first cloth, as your first woman, which is the deep esoteric science of how we all woman first. Is not woman is an esoteric concept for a feeling. Man is an esoteric concept for a logic. I always tell y'all that. So look at Lilith like your first feeling, your first sheet that you hold over yourself, being androgynous as a spirit, and you feel like you inside of your womb. You feel like you inside of your mama. Now, your Lilith side itself is your womb, how you feel. And anytime that get poked, you got possibilities of feeling embarrassed. Anytime that gets striped, you feel possibilities of feeling vulnerable. And the house that it's in, that's the area of life. Now you know this science, you'll always be able to decipher, damn, yup, anytime I'm dealing with family or early in my life and stuff, my embarrassment feeling came from this situation that matched this house. Damn. Oh, when I was vulnerable, it felt naked and exposed. It came from this. Damn, that's crazy. And it's always the Lilith's house and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got a Lilith. Let's say you got Lilith and Taurus. You feel embarrassed anytime someone could look at you like you're unstable. and you ain't got nothing to fixate yourself on and stuff like that. So anytime you unpractical or someone looking at you stupid, Virgos share that same quality if they got Lilith there. You feel like you embarrassed and you got to overprove yourself. Let's say you got Lilith and Aries. You might be the type of person that feel like you got to prove yourself, or you may feel embarrassed when it comes into your individuality, your independence, when it comes into your motivations. You may feel like other individuals may not necessarily respect it, and you may feel like you always got to be a part of other people's motivations, other people's passions, and if you don't, you're going to feel embarrassed to a certain degree. So you might always feel embarrassed about your individuality. Let's say if you a Gemini, Lilith and Gemini. Now this ain't got nothing to do with your sun, moon, or ascendant. It's just Lilith. If you got Lilith and Gemini, you may feel embarrassed about your way of communicating. So you may become socially awkward. Like a lot of y'all may got a lot of air with Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But let's say you're not as communicative as someone in your family or friends that have those qualities also, which is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. You may be looking at it like, what's wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me? Look at your Lilith. You might got Lilith in one of those, or specifically Gemini. So you automatically going to be looking at it like, damn, let me overthink before I say something. That's you already feeling get ready to develop the energy of being socially awkward. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times Lilith can play out like that. Let's say you got Lilith in Cancer. You might feel embarrassed anytime things going on with your family, home, privacy getting exposed. Someone knows something that you do in private that you ain't really want them to know. And it could be like corny shit. Like shit that no one else take that serious, but you do, because of how you connected it emotionally with all those strong Cancer emotions. It could be like a dumbass TV show or some anime show. You know, a lot of anime shit ain't even dumb. That shit dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? But you could be looking at that shit, right? And you might be like, oh, this family member or this friend that know me privately, these close people to me, I don't want them to know I watch this cartoon or stuff like, or this movie or something on Netflix, and you over exaggerate, and then it could be somebody who close to you, so they're close enough to know you probably watched that. You probably left it on, left it running, you forgot to turn it off, and then they start talking about it like, oh, you watched that and stuff like that. You be like, oh, nah, you see what I'm saying? And they gotta tell you like it ain't even that deep. How you know I don't like that? You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope and shit like that, and you would still feel even though you got over it, you still feel that stingy feeling a little bit. That's if you got like Lilith and Cancer and shit. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times Lilith and Cancers got grudges out of this world with themselves and their family sometimes if they not around, you know, the positive homies or the positive bitches around them and stuff like that. Where you still hard, you're still on your 1-2, but you know they close enough where it don't go any further than that, because you don't want to be no bitch or no small dick energy and stuff like that. But you also want a person to know you love them too. You see what I'm saying? So at the same time, that's more respected. That's more respected and things like that, because a person know, even if they want to ask you, is they butt getting bigger or something like that, they know you ain't gonna lie. But they also gonna know if you say a response that they may not necessarily want it, they know it's not out of malice either. You see what I'm saying? You always got to you always got to have a double-edged sword. That's how you keep relationships intact. So, and especially when it comes to females, they love being told the truth. They don't want to hear no dude constantly tell them what they can look in the mirror themselves and see. And sometimes females all beautiful. Y'all beautiful. But sometimes y'all might over-exaggerate and find something. And then that be on your mind all day. All you gotta do is look in the mirror twice, look in the mirror 3 times. That 4th time, you find something that destroy all the other beautiful traits, and then that become the main thing. You think everybody see you that day. You run around like you in some feminine energy and upset and massive, just at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's because of that. Sometimes we gotta know how to calm that down, and everybody is unique in their own natures anyway, so that shouldn't even be the main thing. But when a person got Lilith and Cancer, it get that deep. It get that deep. And then that's not even saying anything different from all females. All females got that quality. All females are Liliths. Real sad. But yay. But Lilith and Leo. You got Lilith and Leo and things of that nature. You might feel, anytime you feel embarrassed is when your character someone try to poke at your character or how you express yourself. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. Or you're unwilling to be free when it comes to your goofiness. And a person don't see it as being liked. You'll start to take that as embarrassment or feeling vulnerable also. Ooh, pardon me, y'all. So you would have to take that as being you might be vulnerable to a certain degree. And when anytime you feel like your creativity ain't being respected, or what you're choosing to entertain isn't being extracted in the same energy. You know how you can entertain people, but they're not entertaining you the same way, or how you can appreciate something but the same thing and appreciating you back and stuff like that. So you get that Lion King, that Lion Queen energy and stuff. Right now, this is how Lilith and Leo's people can be embarrassed and think, ooh, it's hot, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So Lilith and Leo's take everything personal. Everything. You know what I'm saying? They could be in a grocery store or something like that, and just because of a person walking down the aisle and stuff like that, they'll find some way to take it personal and feel like they're not walking right, feel like they need to move the buggy in a certain way to not have this person think otherwise. That like Lilith and Leos think they can control other people's minds. They always think they're on a stage, and if they ain't on a stage, they're gonna feel embarrassed. They're gonna think, oh, this person walking down the aisle, let me make sure I move the buggy this way so they can know I'm a nice, kind person and I'm moving out their way and stuff. Like, they always think they on some stage or something. Like, everybody gotta chill out. I ain't got Lilith and Leo. I don't got Lilith and Leo. I don't got Leo. Hey, we're gonna move to the next one. Lilith and Virgo. You know what I'm saying? With y'all Lilith and Virgos and stuff like that, y'all be into some situation where y'all think y'all get embarrassed if shit if somebody know you broke. You know what I'm saying? Somebody know you broke or something. Shit like, oh shit, everybody might get your 2 cents. They ain't about to be nothing about a job though. It's just about to be a whole bunch of complaining. Everything can solve the problem. The job. All that can solve the problem, but in a nutshell, it don't really be solving the problem. Shit, not no Lilith and Virgo mind. They'll find something else to worry about. Find some other circumstance and situation to be like, oh shit, I need to worry about that. I need to worry about this. Yeah, it's a Star Spangled Banner Day. It's a whole Star Spangled Banner Day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these coming in a store near you too. I got all the colors now too. I got all the colors. She's coming in a store near you. You know what I'm saying? To a store, some bad babies right here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm saying real shit. And then that's when I'm gonna get the modeling going. So that's when I'm some of y'all females, I'm gonna send y'all some shirts, some female clothes, and try to get I can model man myself though. But you know, sometimes I be so invested in myself, by the time I'm done with clothes and stuff like that, it'd be looking like an outfit I'm about to wear. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I gotta chill out. I just gotta buckle down. So I got the soul connection machines, all that shit. Silk press machines, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got to buckle down. I'm gonna buckle down. You know what I'm saying? And get the female clothing good, so it could be all sizes too. And then I'm looking at a lot of y'all too. Be like, okay, this looks like it'd be some type of this in between these sizes and stuff like that. And then yeah, start getting that shit too popping. And then try to get productive in the real world too. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's another thing too. Like, I know a lot of y'all probably be watching my channel and shit, be saying, a lot of that stuff ain't Masons and stuff, cause I be communicating with a lot of people. That's why I was so confusing. Every time I travel or something like that, man, these people help me and shit. They be mad people helping me and shit like that. And I be thinking like, oh, but yeah, it's some stupid ass shit in my area. But not to even go back to that though. But yeah, so we gonna get in that situation shit. Yeah, shout out to Trump, Kamala Harris, shit, all the Masons, everybody. Shit, I ain't got no problems with nobody, because they showed me that they don't have no problem with me. They showed me that time and time over and over again. They showed me. But yeah, when we start talking about Lilith and Virgo and shit like that, that's why I don't get challenged online. Because it'd be one thing in real life in my emails and shit like that. But when it comes to intelligent people, like I know y'all be on other people's channels, y'all be like, something ain't right. Like, but not, you know what I'm saying? Because my emails and shit, and then in real life, and for like, it's like different worlds. Yeah. Yo, or I wouldn't even be DoelowDaPilotman if it wasn't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll get into motherfucking shit, Chiron and Aries and shit, and North Node, and it been in retrograde for a long time. So we all, yeah, I burnt myself here, y'all. We all haven't been learning those previous circumstances. Thank you so much for the donation, Dilo. You said the same apply with Chiron or Lilith opposite. Yeah, Chiron bring a lot of mistakes. But here's the thing, a lot of your mistakes, if they're opposite, may not be in the same arena as your Lilith. So in another area, when it comes to Chiron, it's just like you'll make a mistake, and depending on the scenario itself, it can lead to you being embarrassed. But there's situations where you can make a mistake and not be embarrassed. Like, let's say you're around close people or family and shit. So it's already like some goofy type shit. Chiron just getting affected without having no energies with Lilith. But if they your opposites, though, in some way, shape, or form, there's always going to be some type of thing. You got to create some balance. When you're making a mistake, you got to learn how to not feel embarrassed about it. And then when you are embarrassed, you got to learn how to deal with that. So anytime you get ready to make another mistake, you don't have to let it affect you like another person who probably going through something similar. They don't allow to affect them that deep and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's depending on energies and traits. There's like me, I'm triple fire. Aries sun, Sag moon, Leo ascendant. Nothing bothers me. Like, because it's just all rapid. So at some point, it's just not like sometimes you gotta just be, if you're getting blocked in some way, shape, or form. But as long as the triple fire ain't getting blocked in no type of way, that's pretty much it. Don't think twice. I don't think twice. I don't even know how to think twice. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I do not know how to think twice in any scenario. I don't care how people look at me. Y'all probably look at me like I'm crazy, and shit like that a lot of times with all my damn weird videos and shit like that. But it because I don't think twice. I'll say whatever happens. This shit like that. I don't care who there. That's for all them churches, all the goddamn lodges stuff. But they fuck with me anyway. That's why it's always because my character. So it's like before a person take me as, what is this hoodlum doing? They get interested. I had mad people at churches and stuff hold the camera. Old lady, give me the goddamn give me a paper and shit. Man, I could go get my fam. I could get my my cameraman and shit. They all tell you everything. Even people that I just pull up by myself. I don't really always do that, but most of the time I just do something because I'm trying to just go off and think and just be anybody and just something connect that they can hold the camera. And they understand it. Like they understand it no matter how much I'm cursing, nothing, like they just understand it. Especially when it comes to old ladies. It don't matter what it is. And then it don't matter who with me. Just like last time I was in New York. We was deep. It was a whole soul tribe deep and shit like that. Now, you know, we was in the hood, if any other hood or something like that, anywhere else. But this is normal in my mind. I'm not second thinking, but this is now having me think about that. And shit. And then the shit, old ladies just stop and want to take pictures with us and shit. And they, hold on, man, powerful spirits. Fit Goddess was there. Shout out to Fit Warrior Goddess 1111. Yeah, we had New York lit, just all races, all ages, all races. That's how it always is for me. It don't matter how hoodlum, how much colorful, or how street I'm dressing. None of the, I never get the same results I can see from a distance. People, because I'm from the hood. People I know, they don't even never experience that or even think that's a thing and shit like that. But for some reason, when I just do my thing and then whoever with me, that's just always how it is. Like, so I never been stranded nowhere, no flat tire. If anything ever happened, like I always count on some old lady or just me already being situated. Like it never failed. Like I never ever was stuck anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's always because of that. And that's no motherfucking lie. So I take that as just some spiritual shit, not physical shit, because everybody can look like hoodlums. So it ain't about what background you come from. It's about if you just spiritual or not. And I think old people understand things beyond younger people, especially old ladies. Old white ladies, that was the main thing. But all old ladies and stuff. And probably if you come across some old men, if they just ain't getting taken care of by they old, because the woman always stayed more physically fit longer than the man. His joints start, men, we build, so we start to physically and mentally tear down after a while, and then that's for all what we dumped into the woman to uphold us at a time, because it's her turn. She done did everything, but at that time you could spend all the money too. You could enjoy everything, still having good sense and stuff like that. By someone who's like will start slobbering out the side of their mouth and stuff like that. Start nodding off and shit like that. Kneecaps stop working a little. So you could be like, damn, this is nigga kneeling down right now. Shit over shit. Hey, we live nice roof though. Nice backyard and shit like that. Nice infinite money coming in with thousands of videos and thousands of thousands. Oh shit. I ain't got nothing to complain about that. Let me shut my ass up, bitch. And then that's how you start to think about yourself inside and shit. Real shit. That's the health. That's the most positive way ever. But that's usually be the path and shit like that. A lot of times when the man be doing a whole bunch of shit in the world, and that a lot of times it can be a nerd. You have to think a lot though to become the top mathematician. So eventually, once you get up there, get up there 60, 70, something like that, she start tearing down. He's starting, shit, man, fuck that damn math. You know what I'm saying? But look, hey, all the money he got from it after saying, shit, okay, you can put the two and two together. You might say, fuck that math, but yeah, we made a couple $100,000 million from it. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to complain about. There you go, boom. Yeah, fuck that book. Shout out to DMX. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, shout out to DMX. Just got to tell Nas, fuck that book. I said Nas ain't get the point and shit. Nas talking about, yeah, man, we go back to Africa. So, man, fuck that book, dude. Fuck you talking about, dude. Fuck you talking about, dude. Oh, shit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just get floated out nowhere, but we all on our path and our journey. Did I finish Lilith, y'all? So, Lilith and Virgo. So you may feel embarrassed and shit like that when your money get flat or your responsibilities ain't being taken care of. And you may take that energy like to the heart, where another person might be going through what you're going through, even worse, and like dealing with all those emotions to get through it. And they'll be looking at you like, man, it ain't so bad, or girl, it ain't that bad. Why you so down? Why you acting so hasty? Why you doing strange things for a piece of change to obtain the things on your brain? Bars. And then for the most part, you will be in some situation where you just over exaggerate how other people may see you because of what you set yourself up as in the mind, what you set your value like. Yeah, I bet I never go lower than $500, or I never go lower than 50. And then when you went lower, then that over exaggerated feeling that come with that is what you're more lost in. So you think people are just looking at you in this energy that you're damaged, other than you put yourself in that energy because of how you set yourself up and you went below that rate. So for the most part, a lot of times you become negative or nasty and putting 2 cents in, because in your mind, it's like, I better say something first before a person think they can say something to me. And that becomes negative a little bit for no reason. So, pardon me, y'all. So y'all be careful of that too. With Lilith and Virgo. You could become self-proven to unnecessary causes. Now, let's say you got Lilith and Libra and things of that. Thank you so much for the donation, Marco. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real shit. Now, if you got Lilith and Libra and things, you may feel embarrassed or like vulnerable when you ate in a relationship. Like a lot of y'all might got like a lot of earth or a lot of water in your chart. So you might not, or fire. Let's say water and fire. So that ain't normal to think your internal world is predicated on the outside. That's more of air and earth, right? So if you got like a lot of water and fire in your chart, water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, fire, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, and let's say you got this energy of you always feel like you need to be in a relationship though. Like you can't spend a lot of time by yourself. Like you don't feel comfortable like that. Like you might got Lilith and Libra. So it don't matter if you got a lot of water or a lot of fire in your chart, because those are the signs that go in their internal world more. They're the internal signs, and they're ruled by the internal planets. And the air and earth is ruled by the same planets. Those the external signs. So they're more predicated on the outside to come up with an internal decision. Water and fire come up with in the inside first to come up with an external decision. And for the most part, sometimes fire and water signs could do things and it seems like they do things without thinking. And sometimes air and earth signs could do things where it seems like they're doing too much thinking. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that play out too. Like by me being an Aries, sometimes I might do stuff without thinking. A Gemini or that's an air, like Geminis, Aquariuses, Libras, or Earths, Capricorns, Tauruses, or Virgos, they might do too much thinking before doing something. Now, it's not a right or wrong to the water signs, fire and water, or the air and earth signs qualities. There's no right or wrong to it. It's just each energy play out better for one scenario than the other for each party. You see what I'm saying? Doing things before thinking with the water and fire sign, that worked better for people who make music, people who act, people who want to be entertainers, or people who want to, like, music is perfectly, or drawing. Instead, that's perfect for that because that's something you already in your internal world first. And then for the most part, you don't know nothing else but to express that first. So you're not thinking first about how other people may think about it. You look at it like this is you. This, to a Pisces, their drawing, their music is them. I'm an Aries. My music, what I do, my spirituality is me. My clothing is me. You know what I'm saying? Leos, whatever stage they're on, they feel like that is them. Scorpios, whatever they desire, that is them. You see what I'm saying? Earth and air signs know how to separate from that. So air and earth signs, that might be better scenarios for, like, let's say engineering, assistant and things that deal with secretary work, or keeping things in order, and shit like that. Telemarketing. You know what I'm saying? Cable, working at the cable company where you got to take a lot of people and shit. Like, what do they call those things? Like infocision and shit. It look like Drake video. Call me on a hotline, but those are actual jobs. Something like telemarketer or something. I forget what you call them, but stuff like that. Air and earth signs are cold at that. Like fire and water don't have the patience. Like, I'd rather be doing something else than that. Especially a water sign. Cancer, oh shit, they get emotional just if they pick up the phone and hear somebody's sentiment, the mood. That'll throw a Cancer and be like, I'm about to quit today. Yeah, I said shit today, quit today. But an air and earth sign, they got that mental thing. Like that's what they like. Even when conversations go wrong, they like that. Like, you see what I'm saying? So every situation is not a right or wrong. And each element can learn from each other how to get better in relative situations. Water and fire signs can learn from air and earth signs how to get better in interviews, getting a job, or being more conducted and being more self-aware of how you're being perceived. And air and earth signs, they can learn from water and fire signs how sometimes you have to just be in the mood, be in the feeling, and choose your feelings wisely, because negative feelings lead down to negative actions and positive feelings lead into materializing and stuff like that. And especially earth signs got to learn that. Taurus be getting better with that than Capricorns and Virgos at times, but they all got that quality. They know it be something in their mind that be knowing something. It be clicking in that Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo mind. Yeah, this day when I act cool and goofy, I manifest. I materialize. This money pop up, this opportunity pop up. Anytime I act like I'm worrying too much about something, or I'm being negative because I don't feel right about something, it be some more negative shit happen. Like that's like Taurus, Capricorns, and Virgos be thinking like that. But they be on to something. They just don't, it depends on their life and how much stuff they distracted with to realize that. So sometimes they'll let that negative one go too far down the week. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and end up like manifesting a whole bad month. Then it be things so fucked up they have to force themselves to feel comfortable. Either they switch a situation up to make themselves feel comfortable, then that's when things start getting better. They don't realize it be the feeling they in, because it's hard for the air and plus the earth, and the air to understand feelings create. They think feelings is bullshit and we need to think, but feelings how you create and then you think. So sometimes air and earth signs got it the other way around, but that's not saying it's always positive to just consider feelings before thinking, though, because without the thought, the feeling may not come out sufficient, and you end up in the same situation as the air and earth sign if you're the water and fire. You see what I'm saying? So it's no right or wrong. It's just different ways of how we all doing the same thing in this motherfucker. I'm saying? But Lilith and motherfucking Libra. Yeah, so you guys may be in a situation where you may feel a little embarrassed or vulnerable anytime you're not in a good relationship, or the connection is not quite there mentally with a family, associate, or someone that can become your partner or something like that. When something is unfair, unbalanced, or some seem like it's not in its right area and you could do something about it, it's the cardinal energy, the lead, and you want to lead in communicating in some way, shape, or form. But what put a Lilith and Libra in that energy is only when they see that. They don't take charge, and they can get lazy if a relationship become too balanced and a person is willing to take more end of the stick. The Libra will find, the Lilith and Libra will find a way to kind of start to take advantage after a while until a situation happened that things got to be rebalanced in some way. But this is what they're always in search for, and they feel embarrassed if they're not in one, which is a relationship. Now, when we start talking about Lilith and Scorpio, Lilith and Scorpio a lot of times feel embarrassed anytime they're not able to have a secret that's not even a secret. So that's the misconception with Scorpios, that secrets is technically secrets. No, in a Scorpio mind, just something that's their business is their business, and it's going to be perceived as a secret, and it's not. So a lot of times that they get bad raps and shit. People think secretive mean you're holding secrets or you being manipulative. No, it's just a Scorpio could just be a person that, let's say they're a dude and they like playing NBA 2K, but they like doing it in peace. To them, that's a secret. So even if you know it, you expose it. In their mind, they might act aggressive with you. Like, well, bitch, I don't want to play video games with you. Like, they could be talking to their friend like that. Or just that if they're like be acting a little negative and stuff, where it's like they're adding negative energy to a person because how they see it. And it be things that they do that with that in all actuality is not secrets at all. But it's just how the Scorpio see it. You know what I'm saying? They look at everything like a piece of them. So if it's something that they like to do by themselves, they don't need you impeding on it. Or they'll start to get it could be, let's say they like to do something at a certain time and you're around the Scorpio, especially in Lilith, the Lilith of Scorpio, and you're around them and you might not know what they do at that time, but it's about to get that time. They might start getting negative, start acting funny, seem like give you a vibe like they want you to leave, or if they at your house, like they get ready to leave, but it's like they're making up an unreasonable circumstance to make it seem that way or whatever the case may be. In their mind, they just don't want to tell you. They probably want to go back and play the video game, or they want to do that thing they do by themselves, and they look at it in that context. So in all actuality, this is what makes their friends look at them like they're secretive or something like that when they don't have to, because it's just the way they is. Like, you see what I'm saying? How they look at things, how they conduct themselves with the Lilith and Scorpio. Let's say if you got goddamn stick. Let's say you got motherfucking Lilith and Sagittarius. Oh, shit. You know, a stick is a little harsh. A little bit more harsh than the damn bud itself. But let's say if you got Lilith and Sagittarius, you may feel embarrassed every time you go through a situation and you seem like you're on the foolish side. You seem like you're on the unwise side of things. Like, you seem like you're on the unwise side of things. It seemed like you always the one that was wrong. You always the one that made the mistake. You can't get it right. You might have went through a lot of those type of situations. So you start to build up a lot of qualities to stop you from experiencing that, which is good, but everything has a bad circumstance to it too. You could be in a situation where you develop a whole bunch of ways in your mind to not go through that, and those very same qualities you use prevent you from doing things that you may need to experience, like opportunities and stuff. And you may start to develop unhealthy prejudging, where you might start coming up in your mind like this. Well, I remember in this previous situation, this happened. So would it make me think something to be different in this situation just because it's a different group of people involved, or just because it's a different location, or just, like, you'll start thinking like that, and you will start taking those qualities as that's a form of intelligence. And a lot of those other things you need to do could have put you in a smooth ass position. So here's where being too smart works against you and shit like that. So you got to peep game on that too. Having Lilith and Sagittarius, try not to take too many previous experiences as the end all and be all for your current or your situations in the future, and let the universe tell you that it's that way. So that means don't come up with something to not participate, still do it. And if it is matching a previous situation that you didn't want to experience, let the universe give you signs. You don't play God and try to think that's what's going to be, because that's when you end up passing up an opportunity in some way, shape, or form. So you got to be careful of that too. Now, get into goddamn big ass mosquito. Man, don't come in this. Please don't come in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Please don't come in this motherfucker. Whoa, shit. Yeah, they be feeding these bugs and shit like that. I believe that shit. Or that motherfucking mosquito, because you know they made from humans. So before they turn red and shrink again, before they get ready to die, they juice up so much. They turn into a giant compared to all the other mosquitoes after all the humans they was. And I think that's how shit be getting spreaded too. You know what I'm saying? Once a mosquito get enough blood from humans and it can encapsulate with, they might get someone with some type of crazy illness or some shit STD, and then they spread it, bite somebody else, and then that's a person just got it from a motherfucking mosquito. And this motherfucking shit. Yeah, so y'all be careful. These mosquitoes are psyops. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Lilith and Capricorn. So you could be in a situation where with Lilith being in Capricorn, you feel embarrassed anytime you're in a situation where you feel like you ain't the boss of the scenario. You ain't in control of a situation. So you feel embarrassed. You feel embarrassed for not being able to control a situation, or to not be able to boss up about something, or to not be able to use someone, or if you're being used, it not being like it's helpful, and a person looking at it like you ain't doing it right. These is like embarrassing moments, vulnerable moments, like employee, boss, no matter what. As soon as people start looking at you like you're not doing something right, you might put your arms like, oh, well, I tried my best, and I'm not all this, that, all my life I had to fight type shit. So you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? All my life I had to fight all kind of weirdo shit and things of that nature. But at the same time, that's how the energies play out if you got Lilith and Capricorn. If you got Lilith and Aquarius, Lilith and Aquarius, you may feel embarrassed anytime you're not associated with nothing. And that doesn't always have to deal with social groups as the other two air signs like Gemini and Libra. You could not feel embarrassed. You could feel embarrassed by not being associated with something you do in your productive time that you can't really brag about when people be trying to figure out where you at, or who you ghosting, or why you not participating, or you know what I'm saying? Or anytime you get on a catch up phase when you ain't talk to your friends in a while, and then you talk to them again, you get on that little, pardon me, y'all, you get on that little catch up phase. You know what I'm saying? With Lilith, ooh shit, you know what I'm saying? Mosquitoes, man, I ain't got time. I feel like I think I'm gonna roll up my window. But with it being in Aquarius, you can feel embarrassed anytime you're not associated with something that you could fulfill for any absence. And it then comes if it deals with friends. It can lead into that too. You feel disconnected, or you feel like you lack something or vulnerable if you're not associated with anyone, or no one could speak for you. Like Lilith and Aquarius, they might feel embarrassed to even, or a little vulnerable or nervous to even go get a job if they don't know a person that worked there already, and they could tell that person, put in a good word for me. They'll sit in those states and over exaggerate if they got to get a job, but they don't know nobody there. They'll over exaggerate, like, damn, should I get this job? I don't know no one there, and I can't tell nobody to put the word into me, so I can already have a step in, so I can build that comfortability energy, which all actuality, that's what they're saying. But they might blur it with a bunch of other stuff. If they're a dude, blur it with video games. If they're a female, blur with shit. Well, I think about it when I go get my nails done or something. I think about it when I talk to my friend. You know what I'm saying? Throw it in the back seat. But if you got that Lilith and Aquarius, that's the mind state you will be in. You'll be like, oh shit, I don't know. Maybe let me go find a job that I know somebody else work at first. And then that, like, you come to those conclusions first when you got Lilith, because it's like without that association quality, you feel vulnerable. You feel vulnerable to even jump into anything. You know what I'm saying? You feel uncomfortable. You feel like you got more reasons to embarrass yourself without having no grace involved. So you rather not. Like, you got that kind of energy when you got Lilith and Aquarius. And let's say you got Lilith and Pisces. So with Lilith and Pisces, you might feel embarrassed a little bit or vulnerable anytime you don't got nothing to imagine. Like some of these people feel embarrassed if they don't got no spirituality or no religion, or they don't have none of these gifts. A lot of these people grow up in their life, and this what they be, because we all watch the same movies, but we all pay attention to different things in the shows and movies. A Lilith and Pisces is growing up paying attention to people who can do things, and it look like they can have some type of authority in some way, and they're taking that as magic. And these are things they want to act out. And anytime Lilith and Pisces is not able to have people convinced to the full degree that whatever that they're presenting, as far as their drawings, creativity, their music, their acting, actresses, whatever like that. Pardon me, y'all. Pardon me. You know, I got pancreatitis. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, the hernia. But these people take that to extreme. They take that to motherfucking extreme and shit like that when because in their mind and things, they feel uncomfortable if they're not seen as their creativity, if they're not seen as their acting, actress, and their music. This got to be something that you like to talk about because it's them. They feel like it's them. You can't be like, hey, let's have a conversation. I want to get to know you about something without what you're talking about. That don't make sense to a Lilith and Pisces. They're like, no, we is talking about me. Don't you like my movie I was in, or don't you like that drawing I was in and stuff? Let's talk about that. Y'all said that is, and then low key, that's like kind of the failure of all fire and water signs, and that's what's different between the water and fire and the air and earth signs. Where air and earth kind of got that quality where it's like, okay, yeah, I do this, but what about this? Water and fire don't got that. Water and fire got, okay, I do this. That's it. You trying to do this or not? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So the air and earth might be talking to the water and fire like, hey, I'm trying to get to know you. And the water and fire might be like, yeah, this is what I do. This is me. The air and earth may not quite understand. They be trying to think about it like, well, what, you trying to have me help you with the money of it? Or you trying to have me, what, you need an idea about it? You want me to help you with advice? Or like, or are you just a narc? And you just want to talk about, what you do. And see, the air and the earth sign is thinking that, but they don't understand the water and fire sign ain't trying to be no narc unless they're a Leo or something. Like, sometimes they know what the fuck they do. All attention is good attention to a damn Leo. But when it comes to the other ones, and then sometimes Leos and shit like that, the water and fire signs, what the air and earth sign don't understand is that is them. They're not thinking about it like they're a narc and they got something to talk about besides that. They put so much effort in that is them. So sometimes they got to learn why their relationships end up the way it is because of that attribute also. Especially if you're dealing with like an air or earth sign in your partnership and stuff like that. Or your siblingships or your family ships and stuff, or your co-workers. You know what I'm saying? So that's a better understanding too for y'all on that basis. Sometimes if you're a water or fire sign, you could be seen as a narc when you're being yourself, because what you do is you. And you have to understand it's not like that from air and earth signs. And air and earth signs have to understand the way they think is not like fire and water signs, which where the air and earth signs, the way they think is, okay, this is what I do, but let me not mix that with this. They got that type of quality. So anytime that goes somewhere, they steal this. Anytime a water or fire, if this goes somewhere, they go with it. So I'm saying, because it's water and fire. Air could go everywhere and dust could still become a brick. Water and fire is either going to evaporate or rain. They can't do nothing else. They either disappear and then come back to be and rain. Evaporate, rain, same thing, fire, water. So they don't do nothing. They only do their tricks. They are their tricks. They are their tricks. You see what I'm saying? But air and earth blow the fire and water around. So the air blow the fire and water around, and the earth make sure the fire and water has a place. So you got fireplaces and you got cups to put water in and stuff like that. So air and earth play as containers for the fire and water, and fire and water play out as the transformers for the air and earth. So when the air and earth need to stop being so condensed, water and fire transform them into something new. And then when the water and fire is too fluid, too shapeless, formless, then air sometimes have to construct it, like air in your tire, and tire, rubber, air. So they work as a team like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes for things to be constructed with the water and fire, it needs that so it can make sense. Air can make the fire not blow down all the houses and have a fire, and then have a way that the fire could dance in one area that it could be seen. So word of mouth, word, air, and what's being seen, a fire that's now look productive, not burning down everything, and earth could get in a beautiful fireplace, aka now the fire can be used to make money. The fire can be used, the earth can play out as the manager. You know what I'm saying? The earth can play out as the person who secretary, and make sure they taking the calls, and they're creating the charges. You want DoelowDaPilotman? Well, forget him, it's 15,000 and things of that nature to get him. And then my little cut fee for me being, boom, that's earth energy right there. Then the air energy is, yeah, you should do this and don't do that, because when you do that, the fire might throw people off, and we can bring more people to the to whatever this creative spark 4th of July thing is. Boom, that's air helping the fire, and then the water. So I'm saying, so the water and fire got a place that could look more productive than all over the place, all the way to the word, or the practicality can make the water and fire be like, all right, just get up off your ass and do that creativity. Don't just be creative for no reason. Go audition somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Go do that. You know what I'm saying? So this is why all y'all need positive people in your life, no matter what element you is, because these are the type of scenarios that play out, and then each one teach one, and everything become more smooth. Now, let's say you got Lilith. We done with all Lilith shit. It was hot too, so I'm going to wash my ass. I ain't gonna front and shit. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart and things of that nature. Do some more spiritual shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna upload everybody's personal. If y'all want to read it, I'm gonna just go ahead and do them first, so people don't have to wait. And with the flight tarot card reading, kind of like I did last week or 2 weeks ago, but not just the ascendant, y'all sun signs, y'all sun and moon signs, and how the planets is affecting you personally, and what you might personally go through or whatever like that. The flight tarot card, then or do something at night in this motherfucking shit. But I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all stay spiritually protected in this thing, and take it easy.